everybody. Stephen Kohler, Audira Labs, thank you for joining me. Audira Labs is a premier executive coaching, leadership development, and strategic planning firm. And I've been thinking recently a lot about the parallels of being a leader within a team and being a musician. And I wanted to share some of my learnings that I've had thus far. The most important thing for any team, much like a musician working as part of an ensemble, is to have a common purpose, common mission, and work in alignment. You might call that working in harmony. And there are a few points that I've thought about that relate a lot to being an effective team and a musician. The first most important thing is to have a common purpose. And as a musician, you might call that, hey, we got to work on the same song together. You know, we could all be great musicians individually, but if we're playing different songs, forget it. We're not going to get anywhere. So make sure you're playing the same song. Next, as part of a team, you got to know where you're going. As a musician, you're like, where are we in the song? Where are we headed? When are we going to start? When are we going to stop? And we'll call that a team vision. And that's really important. So many teams may be great, but they have no idea where they're going. They have no idea where they are in the song. So keep that in mind. Next, great teams like great ensembles or great musicians, they have a sense of value. And I'll call that a tempo, if you will. How fast are we going to play? How slowly are we going to play? Are we going to speed up, slow down? Great teams have a sense for those values, and they live by those values. And last but not least, great teams and musicians, they know how to communicate. And I think of that much like a musician of saying, hey, what key are we going to play in? Are we going to play in the key of D, key of C? Because, again, if we're playing in different keys, we're not going to communicate together. So keep those elements in mind when you're part of your team environment. One of the best examples I can think of a great team musically was the Beatles. They were all master musicians individually, but they came together for a common goal. They knew their mission, they knew their vision, they knew how to live by their values, and they communicated. And they created some of the most powerful music known to certainly the pop rock world. So keep that in mind. Until then, keep rocking. Thanks, y'all.